Hello friends, myself Praveen Gore, lecturer science department. So, in this lecture, I'll be covering with the topics properties of solids. So, regarding solids, we have many properties. So, out of those, I'll be discussing in this lecture elasticity, stress and strain graph, and Hooke's law. So, what do you mean by a solid? Solid is a substance, it is a state of matter in which all the molecules inside a solid are tightly packed with each other. So molecules cannot move from its fixed position. So that is what is called as solid. They have particular rigid structure. They have a fixed geometry. It cannot be changed with a small force. So those are called as solids. So first property comes is elasticity. So what do you mean by elasticity? It is the property of the material of a body by virtue of which the body regains its original shape and size after the removal of external force. So what does it mean? Consider the example of an rubber band. Okay, we have a rubber band and I hold the rubber band in my both the hands and I stretch it. What happens? Initially rubber band has particular size and has a kind of shape, but when I stretch it in both the sides, what happens? Its shape changes and size also changes. So when I'm stretching, I'm applying some force on it. I leave the force now. That means what happens? The forces on the rubber band are removed, and what happens? The rubber band comes back to its original shape and size. This means that the body is regaining its original shape and size after the removal of external force. In the same way, we have a sponge block. We all have seen sponge block. When we twist it, when we squeeze it in our hands, what happens? Its shape changes and its size changes. By squeezing, we are applying forces on the body. When we remove all those forces, when we let it free, what happens? The body, the sponge block regains its original shape and size. So it is happening due to the property of elasticity. So elasticity we got to know. Okay, so what do you mean by elasticity? It is the property due to which what happens? Body regains its original shape and size after the removal of external forces. Yes, then we have next property for solids, which is stress. So what do you mean by stress? Stress, by general meaning, we know it is something related to tension. Tension, which is a physical tension. So what do you mean by stress? In simply put, in the definition, it is the deforming force or external force acting on the body per unit area. So the stress is given as external force divided by area. So let us assume we have a rectangular surface whose area is 10 meter square. How much is the area? 10 meter square. And on that total area, the force applied is 20 newtons. The force applied is 20 newtons. So how much is the stress? Stress is 2 newtons per meter square. Stress is how much? 2 newtons per meter square. How do we got the unit of stress as Newton per meter square? Because we can see in the expression force is calculated in newtons and area is calculated in meter square. Therefore, SI unit becomes Newton per meter square. So for stress, we have different kinds, different types of stress. And those types are namely, you people can see here, tensile stress, bulk or volume stress, and the last one is shear stress. So what happens in tensile stress? If the force acting on the body changes the length of the body, then the stress is called as tensile stress. If the force changes the length of the body, then the stress is called as tensile stress. So here you can see in diagram A, the length of the wire is 5 meters before applying the force. Okay, we have a wire whose length is 5 meter. I apply some force and I stretch it and the length becomes 7 meter. So what is happening in this case? The force is changing the length of the body. Therefore, this stress, I call it as tensile stress. Then we have bulk stress. So bulk stress, definition of bulk stress is if the force acting on the body changes volume of the body, then the stress is called as bulk stress. If the force changes volume of the body. The volume may increase or decrease. Only thing is the volume has to change. Okay, then the stress is called as bulk stress. So in this example, you can see we have a spherical ball, say a volleyball, and its volume initially is 8 meter cube. Its volume initially is 8 meter cube. I apply some force, I squeeze it from all the sides, and its volume reduces. Its volume changes to 5 meter cube. So in this case, what is happening? Force is changing the volume of the body. Therefore, this stress is called as bulk stress or volume stress. Then we have shear stress. So in this case, what happens? The force, the tangential force, changes the shape of the body without changing its volume. So you would say, how it is possible? If the shape is changing, what happens? The volume also changes. It's not the case. So here you can see the example of a rectangle ABCD. ABCD is a rectangle, and what happens? It is a, suppose it is a block and it has particular volume. So what happens if I fix the edges BC to a rigid support and I apply a tangential force F along AD? Then what happens? Only sides A and D shift to the points A dash and D dash. Therefore, what happens? The shape changes. Initially, the shape was rectangle, now it is parallelogram. And what happens? But the volume remains same. So this is called as shear stress, wherein what happens? Shape of the body changes but volume remains same. This is shear stress. Then next property is strain. Next property is strain. So strain simply is defined as ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. It is defined as ratio of change in dimension to the original dimension. So therefore strain is written as change in dimension divided by original dimension. So what do you mean by dimensions? Dimension is length is one of the dimensions, time is another dimension. If we are talking about area, that is another dimension. We have volume as one of the dimensions. So change in the dimensions is taking place. Then we have strain. How do we calculate? Change in dimension divided by original dimension. So even here we have three types. First is tensile strain. What is tensile strain? It is the ratio of change in length to the original length. It is the ratio of change in length to the original length. It is written as change in length divided by original length. Original length is written as L and change in length is given by DL. Therefore, we have expression as DL divided by L. We'll take the example. I have a wire whose initial length is 5 meter. I apply some force. I stretch it. It becomes 7 meter. So how much is the change? Change is 2 meters. From 5 meter, we have made it 7 meters. So how much is change? 2 meters. So tensile strain becomes change in length, that is 2 meter, divided by original length is 5 meter. So meter cancels, and how much is strain? 0.4. Okay, in the very same manner, we have bulk strain or volume strain. What is bulk strain? It is the ratio of change in volume to the original volume. It is the ratio of change in volume to the original volume. So we have in expression bulk strain is equal to change in volume divided by original volume. Change in volume divided by original volume. Suppose take the example of a ball wherein initial volume is 5 meter cube, and when I apply some forces, the volume becomes 3 meter cube. So how much is the change? Change is 2 meter cube. It has reduced by 2 meter cube. So that is change. Change is 2 meter cube divided by original volume is 5 meter cube. Meter cube cancels. So we have bulk strain is 0.4 again. Okay, and then we have shear strain. So shear strain, we cannot define it as ratio of change in shape divided by original shape. No, it will have no meaning. So its definition is little different. Okay, I'll read the definition. It is the ratio of lateral displacement to the perpendicular distance between opposite faces. It is the ratio of lateral displacement. What is lateral displacement? See, B and C faces are fixed to a rigid support and A and D faces are allowed to move. So by what distance A has moved and by what distance D has moved? So A has moved distance A dash and D has moved distance dd dash. So that is our lateral displacement, and perpendicular distance between opposite forces is AB. Therefore, we have shear strain as AA dash divided by AB. So until now we have covered types of stress and types of strain. Now we have something called as very important law in elasticity. If you are talking about elasticity, Hooke's law. Okay, this law was given by the scientist called Hooke's, and it is named after his name. So what is the statement of this law? This law states that within elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to strain. Within elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to strain. So what is elastic limit? So I have given you the example of a rubber band. What happens? I am stretching a rubber band. Its shape changes, size changes. When I leave the force, it comes back to its original state. Okay. I stretch it furthermore. Its shape changes, size changes. I leave it back. It regains original shape and size. But there comes a point after which, if I stretch it, the rubber extends further and it does not come back to its original shape and size. We all have seen it. When we stretch it more than a limit, what happens? It does not come back to its original shape and size. And that is what we call as elastic limit. Okay, so within that limit, what happens? As we increase stress, strain also increases. So generally talking, if I am applying more force, in the same manner length also increases. If I am applying more force on the ball, in the same manner volume of the ball also reduces. So if we put it in the equation, stress is proportional to strain. I'll remove the constant of proportionality. I'll remove the sign, proportionality sign, and I add constant of proportionality E. That is, stress is equal to E into strain. I want that constant E. Therefore, I'll take E is equal to stress divided by strain, which is nothing but modulus of elasticity. So there are many other things which we will discuss in further classes. Thank you.